Hunter saves it. Hunter Hughes is coming around. Here comes Colton Garner. It's Hunter Hughes!
Turn 4 for the final time. Who's got more ponies? Checkered flag out. Bluegrass 150 goes to Ian Miller.
And welcome back to the Daily Dribble Podcast, guys. As always, I'm your host, Nick Zammit.
Good, get the name out there. It's like, hey, Joseph Newgarden, you're the guy with the sperm commercial. Yeah.
Hello everybody and welcome to week 4 of season 12 of the Wednesday Night Dash series. Tonight we are in Rockingham for the Rock 80 presented by Showtime Esports Productions. I apologize for the kind of late start here. For some reason it was making me, or like kicked me from the session. I had to load back in. Took a few extra minutes. But we are getting started here with qualifying. So before we get to that, let's take a look at your driver standings after last week's race. So Hunter Hughes leads the points. And with back-to-back wins, he extends his lead over Dawson Buchanan by 11 points. And this is going to be a key battle here for the rest of the season. And then we have 8 drivers within 15 points after Talladega. So definitely going to be a good championship this year. To the team standings, Smoky Mountain Racing with a slim lead over JM Motorsports, and then FR Racing in third, and then Blue Ridge Racing, FTP Racing, and WJM Motorsports. Also, there may have been some questioning after last week's Talladega green-white checkered. So the race ended under caution due to a large wreck during the green-white checkered. And when the yellow flag happens on an oval, iRacing locks the field, but drivers involved in the wreck and drivers out of control lose their spot in line. Out of control is defined as drivers who come to a stop or spin, and once the vehicle is moving forward or under control again, it is assigned a spot in line. So the issue is multiple drivers claim that iRacing did not give them proper notification of what order to line up. 4 drivers crossed the finish line out of order and were black flagged before passing under yellow. So the following drivers received a time penalty, dropping them to the end of the lead lap cars. That is the number 1 of Dylan Barons, the 24 of Tyler Vickery, the 27 of Nick Warboy, and the 99 of Fernando Takashi. So iRacing support was contacted regarding the notification problems and is currently being investigated. However, based on the circumstances with the time penalties, the final standings will hold, assuming iRacing does not find any scoring mistakes. The final order will only be changed if it is determined scoring errors were made, and as of today, support has not contacted back. So the lineup notification system on ovals is a known issue with iRacing, and we hope that from the information we provided from the event, that it gives them enough information to address the process of redesign, or to redesign the notification system for oval races that end under caution. So that was from last week after we had a late yellow flag. However, now on to this week. Colton Gardner puts up the fastest time here in qualifying with a 24.2. And Christopher Fuge behind him, Dawson Buchanan in 3rd. Hunter Hughes, your points leader, in 5th. So, I believe everybody except for maybe Bill Muffield has set a qualifying lap. So, let's take a look at tonight's race. Located in Rockingham, North Carolina, opened in 1967, about 1.5 miles in length, with about 22 to 25 degrees of banking. Around the corners, we have a 40-minute practice, which is already concluded, 5-minute qualifying, which is about done, and a 80-lap race tonight, which is about 45 minutes, and we have a competition caution tonight at lap 40. So just a reminder for the rules with that. Stage bonus is given out because cautions are enabled. Cautions are not enabled, so we have a... Sorry, that's actually the wrong rules. Here we go. There is a stage break, so we have a stage break point given out, and then bonus points for pole position, lap led, most laps led, and then, like we just said, the stage win. So, with qualifying over, let's take a look at tonight's starting lineup. From pole position in the number 40 is Colton Gardner. Right behind him, on the outside of row 1, is a 49 of Christopher Fuge. In row 2, we have Dawson Buchanan in the number 4 car. And on his outside is the number 5 of Lane Snow. Row 3, we have your points leader, Hunter Hughes, in the 18. Alongside him, the number 9 of Jax Malin. In row 4 is Nicholas Warboy in the 27, and Derek Booker, his outside, in the 69. The inside of row 5 is JP Jones, the 21, yet to grid up. and Dylan Behrens in the number 1 car. In row 6, we have the 32 of Garrett Jarnigan and the number 8 of Brian McKinney. Row 7 is Eric Richardson in the 13 and John Miles in the 54. Row 8, Fernando Takashi in the 99, DJ Fluck in the number 88. And in row 9, we have Connor Fuge in the number 19 and Bill Muffeld in the number 911. So 18 drivers taking the field tonight from Rockingham. We get ready here to take the green flag for 80 laps. Again, competition caution / stage break is on lap 40 tonight. Colton Gardner gonna lead us to the green flag. As the pace car's off, green flag in the air. Good jump by Colton Gardner and Dawson Buchanan. Buchanan's gonna look to the inside into turn 1. He'll take the lead. A little bit of contact there with the number 40. And they're side by side for third. That's Hunter Hughes on the inside of Christopher Hughes. As they still go side by side across the start and finish, Christopher Hughes gonna pull ahead and take the spot. Lane Snow with a look to the inside there of Hunter Hughes. And now Jax Malin trying to go to the inside of Lane Snow, but he's going to have to tuck back in line. As we go single file here, so Dawson Buchanan taking an early lead. Two cars here in the back that are way behind the pack. Not really sure what happened to them. So Colton Gardner in second, trying to get the lead back from Dawson Buchanan. We take another look here at the first lap of the race. Dawson Buchanan from the third spot gets a really good jump there and onto the inside, making it 3 wide and coming out with the lead. We're going to take the lead back in the points as well with a win here tonight. We got 2 cars up in the wall. It's Lane Snow. Ooh, he's got damage. He's going to come into the pits. Not really sure what happened to him. Just saw him up into the wall there. So it must have been... Yeah, he just went straight into the wall. 27 gets caught behind him. So Lane Snow, your first car, into the pits, and he's got a black flag as well. I'm assuming for speeding. A couple of close battles going on here around the track. Ross Buchanan still leads by about 0.3 of a second over Colton Gardner. Hunter Hughes up 1 spot from his starting position of 5th. Here's the 54, John Miles. Gonna look to the inside of Brian McKinney. That's for 10th. But not much going for him there. Christopher Fuge currently in 3rd here, only by about 1/10 of a second as Hunter Hughes is catching up. Hunter Hughes right to his back bumper. He's going to go to the inside into turn 3. He's going to put Hunter Hughes into 3rd position. Jax Malin also looking to the inside of Christopher Fuge, and he's going to go to the inside of Hunter Hughes as they make contact. And Hunter Hughes gets spun around. He'll save it, but that's going to put him back to 5th. Is not a great move there by Jax Malin. Really no way that was ever going to work out for him. He dives to the inside here. Really not much space. As he spins Hunter Hughes, ends up saving him then too. Turning him back around. Here's Garrett Jarnigan trying to go to the inside of Dylan Behrens, which would be for 6th. JP Jones goes into the wall behind them. Side by side into turn 3. They make contact, but the 32 is going to nudge ahead and to the inside, as well as JP Jones. So that's going to drop Dylan Barron's down to 8th. As we're just over halfway through stage number 1. Buchanan still leading with Colt Garner in 2nd, about a 2nd behind. Commentating. We got a battle for 9th. Between John Miles and Brian McKinney. Hughes looking for a spot back of the 49 of Christopher Fuge. As he's going to get it on the inside. Christopher Fuge can't keep himself out of the wall. Hughes 6/10 back here from Jax Malin. He's definitely going to be trying to get that spot back here as well. Going to look to the outside. And Jax Malin gives him a little lift there, going to let him go around. As we got just 10 laps to go here in the first stage. Here's this battle for 9th again with John Miles and Brian McKinney. Also got a slow car down in the apron. I believe that's Derek Booker in the 69. Garrett Jarnigan has made his way up to 5th. Jarnigan looking to the outside here of Jax Malin. Good run there out of turn 4. They're side by side coming across the start-finish line. We got a car into the wall behind them. I think that was JP Jones. But up here, Jarnigan goes to the inside of Lane Snow. Or not Lane Snow, sorry, of Jax Malin. And he will clear for that fourth spot. We got 6/10 to more like 7 or 8/10 to Hunter Hughes. With 5 laps to go in stage 1. As we got a car sideways. That is the 40. That's Colton Gardner. Colton Gardner and Derek Booker. Colton Gardner, I believe, from P3. From second. Colton Gardner from second gets caught up with Derek Booker in the 69 as Derek Booker got into the wall and takes him out. So that's going to put Hunter Hughes into second. Colton Gardner gets it back going as he goes into the pits. It's going to put him a lap down, most likely. Gets his fast repair, though. He'll be back on the lead lap, I would think, by next stage. Depending on how the wave around falls, as Dawson Buchanan almost gets himself into a little trouble there as well. With 1 lap to go in the stage. So Dawson Buchanan making a pass for the lead on the first lap of the race. He's going to win stage number 1. Colton Gardner, your pole sitter, will finish 14th, 2 laps down after being involved in an incident there near the end. And Hunter Hughes from 5th will finish the stage in 2nd. Join Wednesday Night Dash drivers Eric Richardson and DJ Fluck as they bring you the week in real and simulated motorsports. As on this week's episode, DJ and Eric go into detail the scoring issues, bug during last week's Wednesday Night Dash, Talladega race, the broadcast issues during the Tuesday Indy Racing World Series final, and the week in motorsports. Download Effort Racing's Garage Talk on Spotify or wherever you download your favorite podcasts, or tune in after the race. All new episodes released Friday mornings, with the replays airing Saturdays at 2 p.m. Eastern right here on Stadium Scene TV. As we head into pit stops now, after stage 1. It's like Dawson Buchanan will win the race off pit road with Hunter Hughes in 2nd. So right where they finished the stage. For those two. And then a couple cars here just waiting to get their wave around. DJ Fluck looks like we'll be back onto the lead lap. Colton Gardner will be a lap down. We're getting ready to go green at the end of this lap. Oh, it's going to be 38 laps to go. And this one, really good jump there again by Dawson Buchanan. He'll rocket out to the race lead. Hunter Hughes right behind. We're 2 wide here between Dylan Behrens and JP Jones, as Jones is going to clear for the spot. Here comes Jax Malin looking to the inside of Hunter Hughes for second. And he'll clear for that spot. So Dawson Buchanan out to about a 1.5 second lead already. Right after we get started, JP Jones going to look back to the inside here of Garrett Jarnigan. He'll be able to clear, and now Dylan Behrens also going to look to the inside, but he'll have to tuck in behind. So Dawson Buchanan over a 1 second gap here to Jax Malin, who drives his way into second, and Hunter Hughes in third. JP Jones in the 21 car in fourth, as the 69 and Derek Booker is sideways again. JP Jones now right behind Hunter Hughes. Got some side-by-side action back here, but doesn't last very long. Of Christopher Fuge looking to get around the number 8 there of Brian McKinney as they go side by side into turn 3. Nicholas Warboy also looking to the inside, so we got 30 laps to go here from Rockingham Speedway. Oh, that's the wrong camera. As we get to the same person here, hanging out in the infield. Oh, we got a car into the wall there. That is the 49 of Christopher Hughes.
Joe, I'm being on.
So Dawson Buchanan going to lead by 2 seconds here with 25 laps to go. Here comes the 49 of Christopher Hughes. Trying to make a move on Nicholas Warboy in the 27 car. It's Derek Booker in the pits after yet another spin, which has happened quite a bit tonight. Oh, here we got the same person again. The infield. JP Jones in the 21 now. Trying to get around Hunter Hughes for the final spot on the podium. He gets a bit loose there off of turn number 2. And Hunter Hughes will keep the spot. Colton Gardner in 11th, the first car lap down. So it looks like that's where he's going to finish tonight after getting wrecked out of second with about 3 to go in stage number 1 by Derek Booker. He'll go around the 54. It's not for position. Dawson Buchanan, who has led every lap tonight. Just has 17 laps to go. And that should give him the lead back in the standings, unless Hunter Hughes can make a run here on Jack's Mailing. But third through fifth only separated by about a second here. With Hunter Hughes in third, JP Jones in fourth, and Garrett Jernigan in fifth. Don't forget to tune in to FR Racing's Garage Talk with Wednesday Night Dash drivers Eric Richardson and DJ Fluck as they bring you the weekend in real and simulated motorsports. As this week, they go into detail about the scoring issues during last week's race at Talladega, the broadcast issues during the Tuesday night Indy Racing World Series final, and the weekend motorsports. So download FR Racing's Garage Talk on Spotify, wherever you listen to your favorite podcast, or tune in after the race. All new episodes released on Friday mornings, with the replays airing Saturdays at 2 p.m. Eastern here on Stadium Scene TV. Thoughts on Bill's chances? 0%. Also Buchanan with 10 laps to go. He's got a 4-second lead over Jack Smalin. Oh, as Hunter Hughes drops to 5th. Completely missed what happened there. But JP Jones and Garrett Jernigan getting around him. As now they'll try to battle it out here for that third spot. As here goes Hunter Hughes to the outside of JP Jones, and he'll go back to 3rd. And Garrett Jernigan going to the outside of JP Jones. Back to 4th. So Hunter Hughes back to 3rd with 5 laps to go. We'll battle for 8th here between Brian McKinney and John Miles. But for Dawson Buchanan, just 3 laps to go after a dominating performance tonight. Has led all 77 laps up to this point. Two to go for Dawson Buchanan into turn 3. And 1 to go for Dawson Buchanan. Here is the battle for 3rd between Hunter Hughes and Garrett Jarnigan. Hughes as they come out of 4 across the start finish. 1 lap to go for them now. Hunter Hughes currently with the 3rd spot. As by about a car length into turn 3. And out of 4 across the start finish, Hunter Hughes will hold on to that 3rd spot after a pretty good battle there between Hunter Hughes, Garrett Jarnigan, and JP Jones. Hunter Hughes comes away in 3rd. Dawson Buchanan, your race winner, and Jax Malin finishing in 2nd after tonight's race. So we'll wait for our top 3 here to join me in the booth, but let's take a look at your final results for tonight's race. Dawson Buchanan getting the win, Jax Malin finishing in 2nd, Hunter Hughes rounding out your podium, Garrett Jarnigan in 4th, JP Jones 5th, Fernando Takahashi 6th, Christopher Fuge 7th, Brian McKinney 8th, John Miles 9th, Nicholas Warboy in 10th. Your bottom half of the field here, if it'll let us see it. There it is. Colton Gardner 11th, Bill Muffeld 12, DJ Fluck 13, Eric Richardson 14, Connor Fuge 15, Dylan Barron 16, Derek Booker 17, and Lane Snow in 18th. So here is your race winner, Dawson Buchanan. First of all, Dawson, congratulations on the win tonight. Dominating performance, leading every single lap. So I guess there really isn't too much to ask you, but kind of take us through your move there on the very first lap of the race that got you the lead.
Yeah, so we were coming up to the green, and then I was telling the team, I was like, I think I'm just gonna shove it in there 3 wide and pull a side job, and I let them hang, and that's exactly what I did, and it stuck, and it was just barbecue chicken from there. So shout out to the JM Motorsports boys, and this Busch Light Apple Chevrolet was a hot rod today.
And then, did you really have any strategy coming in tonight, or you just drive in the car?
It was kind of same old, just save a little tires, and then we me and Jackson, Lane, and Miles we experimented. There we go, with the top a little bit in practice, and ran some laps up there, and figured out it's pretty quick. So saved a little on the bottom, and then moved up to the top and found a lot of speed.
All right, Dawson. Well, congrats again on your win, and thanks for taking the time to interview.
Sir, thank you.
All right, and then Jax Malin finishing in 2nd. I guess pretty, don't want to say like easy, but kind of low-key 2nd stage there, with Dawson pulling away in front and the battle going on behind you for 3rd. So kind of what was your mindset coming into the race tonight?
Yeah, I was trying to keep pace with Dawson as much as I could. Obviously, I couldn't do that, but trying to keep Hunter in my rear view was a big deal, and him and whoever started battling behind me, so kind of all just worked out where I could just ride, save some tires, and get JM a 1-2, and hopefully help us out in the team standings.
All right. I guess nothing really else to ask you. So, congrats on the podium. And thanks for the interview. All right, and then Hunter Hughes. See if joins us here. But while we wait, we take a look at the rest of the schedule. Next week we head to Bristol before an off week, and then the road course at Lime Rock Park, and then another off week, and then Indianapolis Raceway, Dover Motor Speedway, Charlotte before we end the season at Michigan. So already going to be halfway through the season next week. So thank you to everybody for tuning in tonight, and we hope to see everybody next week at Bristol.